It's ready.
All right. The first thing you do is what? What's this called? It's the
Little
chock.
chock stuff,
You gotta
right?
chock the wheels.
Chock the wheels. That's Inspector Randy explaining for
All
CDL.
right. The first thing you do is chock the wheels. If the bus is going downhill, you chock it in the front. If there's someone that goes before you and they stop on the other side and the bus is uphill, then the chock goes behind the tires. All right? Downhill in front, uphill behind. First thing, don't forget, chock the wheels. Okay? After you chock the wheels, the next thing you do is put the key in the electrical position. One click to the right. Alright? Then you're going to put your foot on the brake and you're going to release your parking brake. Push it in. Your first brake test, you're going to check for air leaks. You're going to hold the brake for 1 minute. You're going to look at your air pressure gauge. You should not lose more than 3 pounds of air in a minute. Alright? No more than 3 pounds. So I'm about 110 now. I'm going to hold the brake for a minute. At the end of a minute, I shouldn't be below 107. Again, no more than 3 pounds of air in 1 minute. As you can see, the white needle is not moving. That's good. I would tell the examiner I have no air leaks. Alright? Second brake test. Testing low air pressure warning signals. Your low air pressure warning signal should work at about 60 pounds, okay? You're going to pump the brakes until 3 things happen. The wig-wag is going to fall, a buzzer is going to come on, and you should get a light. Alright? 3 things, 60 PSI. Wig-wag fell. Okay, I'm about 60. Wig-wag fell, buzzer came on, and light came on. See that little low air pressure warning light? All 3 things happen at 60 PSI. Alright? Third brake test. Spring brake test. When you test your spring brakes, you're going to pump the brakes until your parking brake pops up. Spring brake is working. The spring brake should work between 20 and 30. These came on at about 20. So it's no problem. Once your spring brake pops up, take your foot off the brake. You no longer need to have your brakes on. Once that pops up, your brakes are on. Okay? Now we're going to start the air pressure. Alright? While the air pressure is building up, we're going to do an inside inspection. So you start it up. When the air pressure is building up, you do an inside inspection. Start over here. Check your wipers. My left and right windshield wipers are working. Check your defrosters. My left and right windshield defrosters are working. Okay? Check your horn. My horn is working. Check your steering wheel for play. You should have no more than 10 degrees play in the wheel. Okay? No more than 10 degrees play. Also, I'm going to talk to the examiner about your emergency equipment. I got a first aid kit. I'm supposed to have extra fuses and bulbs in the glove box. I've got a fully charged fire extinguisher over here. Fully charged fire extinguisher. And also in this little box over here, I got my 3 triangle reflectors. Alright? First aid kit, extra fuses and bulbs, fire extinguisher fully charged, 3 triangle reflectors. Okay? I'm also going to mention the height and weight of the vehicle. My weight is 29,000 pounds. My height is 10 feet 5 inches. And I can hold 36 passengers. Alright? Good. I'm going to tell the examiner my insurance and registration are up to date. And then over here, My floor is clear. Okay? Nothing blocking my pedals. I'm gonna now tell the examiner about my gauges. All the way over here. The gauge says water. It's not a water, it's a temperature gauge. Over here it says oil. It's an oil pressure gauge. So temperature gauge, oil pressure, RPM, speedometer, fuel, battery, and air pressure. All my gauges appear to be clean. All of my gauges are working. Okay? Again, my floor is clear. Nothing blocking my pedals. I'm going to now do my inside inspection. You got to check your seats. My seats are secure and my aisle is clear. I'm going to now check my back door. I got to make sure the buzzer works. Look for traffic. My back door works and my buzzer works. I'm going to now tell the examiner how many emergency exits I've got. I got 1 there, I got 2 there, I got 3 there. I got 4 there, I got 5 there. And I got 6, I got 7, and I've got 8. I would tell the examiner I've got 8 emergency exits, okay? 8 emergency exits. Don't count that front door, all right? 8 emergency exits. Now my inside inspection is done. It's time to do the outside. Before you step outside, cut on your headlights, your hazard lights, and your clearance lights. Okay. Headlights on. Hazard lights on. Clearance lights, top left, on. Make sure your wheel is turned to the right. And also, if your air pressure is at 90 pounds or better, put up your wig wag. That way you don't forget it later. All right? It's got to be put up. It'll stay up at 90 pounds or higher. You try to put it up sooner, it'll just keep falling, all right? But it's got to be up before you move. Okay, outside inspection. The engine is usually on for the road test, but I'm going to cut off the engine just so you can hear me, all right? All right? It's only off so you can hear me. But in the road test, you leave it on. Okay, good. Start with the lights. Clearance lights, not working. All right? Hazard lights, working. Headlights, working. Windshield, clean, no cracks. Windshield wipers, secure.